They brought us from decentralization into the centralized system. And since then, your dollar's collapsed 96 to 97%. Your labor was traded for income, which was debt. And then we got taught to monetize debt, the American enslavement system, debt. And is it by chance that on February 18th, right before the Great Conjunction, February 20th, 2026, that Donald Trump Jr. is bringing the greatest people in finance and the decision makers to a private place in Mar-a-Lago to discuss, this is his words, go watch this, to discuss the future of the financial system and who will be building it. Remember, I'm just a dude on the internet that's using logic to connect the dots. But here's the dots that I've connected, and here's what I'm doing. I created a system called Capel DR. It's a system. It's not an investment. You don't need the next best crypto or investment. You need a system because it's a cycle, guys. This is a cycle that happens over and over and over again, and you're always the victim of it. 1% always remain the 1%. Remember, you trade your income for debt, then you go buy debt. Trading future labor that you haven't even done yet because you extended the debt out on things you can't afford. What we do is we take our income, which is debt, we go C, we create cash flow. That could be through creating businesses, cash generating dividends, which is one of the greatest ways to create cash flow. Let other companies do the work. We take our income, we take our first fruits, and we create cash flow. Then we don't get debt. We stay lean and mean on the debt side, on the personal side. We move our money, our income, which is debt, into assets that beat inflation. So that's offense. We sit tight, we stay patient. The offense goes up, we pull profits. And then we move it into P, protection, defense. This is my Capel DR system. Things like insurance, you could use gold, silver, copper. I like Berkshire. So there's defense, that's stability. Offense goes up and down. You need to pull to get into defense, which is stable. Then we leverage on the back end only after income becomes cash flow becomes assets, and that asset is protected. Then we leverage, we get debt to buy more income and cash flow, not to take away future labor from ourselves, because we allow money to free up time. We only use debt to buy more income, more cash flow and more assets. And then DR is de-risk. You have to de-risk during the economic cycles. Does the 1% always remain the 1%? So my top investments are not financial advice, just being open and transparent. On the offense side is XRP by a long shot personally and for my treasury. Bitcoin is number 2. WLFI, World Liberty Financial, is my number 3. And Solana is my number 4. Coming in a close 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, the XLM, HBAR, and VeChain. I'm going to be consolidating into my top 4. I'll still hold XLM, HBAR, a few of those, but all the other 20 cryptos I have, I'm consolidating out of all those when I get